There's a question I used to ask myself about wealthy people, and I wonder if you've ever asked yourself the same question. Here it is. Are wealthy people born that way, or do they become that way? You can find countless answers online, on social media, and in thousands of books. So many answers, in fact, that you may feel overwhelmed, unsure which one to trust, unsure which one truly works. I felt that way too. In fact, this question has shaped how millions of people see themselves. It has defined dreams, limited ambitions, and in many cases, silenced potentials before it ever had a chance to grow. If you're listening right now, you are in the right place. I can confidently say this will be a well-invested moment of your time. Listen carefully, because I'm about to reveal the key threats that wealthy people share. Threats you can learn, develop, and demonstrate to live a truly wealthy lifestyle yourself. I've distilled this vast subject into a few simple but powerful truths. And here's the good news. Every one of these threats is transferable. Every one of them is learnable. Which means this. If you're willing to learn them and disciplined enough to apply them, you are positioning yourself to become wealthy. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's learning, followed by disciplined action. I've learned these principles myself, and by applying them consistently, I've seen exponential growth. Let me explain all of this with a simple image. Two farmers, each receive a single seed. One farmer studies the soil and prepares it carefully. He plants his seed immediately. He learns the seasons, he waters consistently, he protects the seed from harm, and then he waits patiently. The other farmer places his seed on a shelf. He looks at it and decides it is too small to matter, too insignificant to change anything. Months later, one farmer rests in a shade of a strong fruit-bearing tree. The other still holds a dry, lifeless seed. The difference was never the seed, it was cultivation. And wealth works exactly the same way. Let's break this down. First, the farmer studies the soil and prepares it. This represents awareness and preparation. He understands his environment, evaluates conditions, plans carefully, and positions himself wisely. Second, he plants his seed immediately. He doesn't overthink. He doesn't delay. He takes action. In real life, this looks like using your talents, educating yourself, saving money, and beginning to invest, even when conditions are not perfect. Your seed is your God-given gift. Steve Harvey often says, your gift will make room for you. I would add this, God will make room for you through your seed, but you must plant it. Third, he learns the seasons. This speaks to strategy and adaptability. Every season brings different challenges and opportunities. What works in one season may fail in another. Wisdom is knowing when to plant, when to wait, when to expand, and when to protect. Fourth, he waters consistently. Watering represents sustained environment of time, faith, efforts, and sacrifice. Sometimes, growth requires calculated risks, responsibly leveraging debt to grow a business, raising capital to expand operations, or reinvesting profits instead of consuming them. Growth often requires fuel. Fifth, he protects the seed from harm. Whatever you plant, time, money, love, or ideas must be protected. And visible enemies are often more dangerous than visible ones. Sometimes we are our own greatest enemy through distraction, negative self-talk, impatience, or digging the seed out too early just to see if it is growing. Many people destroy their harvest by turning savings into liabilities, buying things that drain resources instead of multiplying them. Other enemies include inflation, excessive taxation, divorce, untrained heirs, poor spending habits, destructive debt, procrastination, showing off, depreciating assets, and time-wasting behaviors that produce nothing of value. And finally, notice that the first farmer waits patiently. Once you've done your part, patience becomes essential. Patience is not passivity, it is disciplined endurance. Patience tests your faith, your conviction, your consistency, and your perseverance. Patient people carry quiet authority because they understand that anything of lasting value requires time to grow. During the waiting season, they monitor, adjust, protect, and prepare for harvest. Observe that the second farmer places his seed on a shelf. If you never invest even the little that you have, you never give it the opportunity to grow. Do not keep your God-given gift to yourself. Expose it, offer it, share it with the world. Don't wait until you have a large amount of money to start saving or investing. You can start with as little as $20. Start exercising by committing 15 minutes 3 days a week. Start running a quarter mile until you can run 2, 5, and eventually 10. The secret is in starting small. Starting small gives you room to fail, learn, build strength, and develop confidence. The second farmer looks at his seed and decides it is too small to matter, too insignificant to change anything. That is the language of a poor mindset and limited vision. He is unaware of the potential within the seed, and that blindness prevents him from even seeking land to plant it. Both farmers harvest. One harvests a fruit-bearing tree, the other harvests lack. One cultivates, the other does nothing. Potential without work is wasted. Potential put to work always produces outcomes. Again, the difference was never the seed, it was cultivation. And wealth works exactly the same way. Society often says some people are just born for success. That idea may comfort some, but it cripples many others. Yes, background can offer advantages, education can open doors, exposure can accelerate learning, but wealth isn't written into DNA. It is shaped by mindset, discipline, and purpose. Howard Schultz didn't inherit Starbucks. He grew up poor and built it. Strive Masiyiwa didn't inherit influence. He endured rejection and delay before building one of Africa's most impactful companies. Even in scripture, Abraham was not born rich. He became wealthy through obedience, faith, and alignment. Wealth is never the starting point. It is always the byproduct of growth. When you look across cultures, industries, and generations, those who build and sustain wealth share common threats. They have vision, the ability to see beyond present circumstances. They have faith, confidence that God's promises transcend limitations. They practice discipline, choosing order over chaos and patience over impulse. They develop emotional intelligence, understanding people, timing, and self-control. They persevere, seeing setback as lessons, not endings. They are generous, circulating value instead of holding it. And they remain lifelong learners, knowing ignorance is far more expensive than education. None of these traits are inherited. Every one of them is learned. And that leads to a critical truth you must not miss. Modern science confirms what Scripture declared long ago. Romans 12:2 tells us we are transformed by the renewal of our minds. Neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself through intentional thought and repeated behavior. The Bible calls it metanoia, a change of mind. This means your past doesn't imprison you, your age doesn't disqualify you, your starting point doesn't limit your destination. What matters is what you choose to cultivate next. Learning is cultivation, Your mind is the soil. I've seen people in their 60s start new ventures and thrive. I've seen teenagers in developing nations learn digital skill and earn global income. The wealthy mindset is not age dependent. It is attitude dependent. All of these traits can be learned, but there's one innate factor that surpasses them all. And that innate factor truly matters. That's God's design. No two people are created the same. No two fingerprints are identical. Each person carries a unique combination of gifts meant to serve a specific purpose. Scripture reminds us that the gifts and calling of God are irrevocable. God doesn't make mistakes with assignments. When you walk in purpose, wealth becomes a natural outcome, not a forced pursuit. As Bishop T.D. Jakes says, God never funds what he didn't order. The wealthy mindset doesn't chase every opportunity. It discerns which ones are divinely assigned. That's why comparison is dangerous. Many people lose momentum not because they lack ability, but because they envy someone else's gift. Comparison distracts from cultivation. In the parable of the talents, each servant received according to ability. None were judged by comparison, only by faithfulness. When I stopped trying to fit into other people's definitions of success and focused on refining what God placed in my hands, my peace increased, my productivity multiplied, and my provision followed. Wealth follows authenticity, not imitation. Learning from others is healthy. Being inspired is necessary. But authenticity means questioning, refining, and synthesizing what you learn, using your creativity to produce something that truly serves others. What is authentic always carries value, and value always pays dividends. You already have what you need to begin. The seed is within you. What remains is discipline, learning, faith, consistency. Wealth isn't inherited through bloodliness. It is activated through belief lines. The seed isn't missing. The soil is ready. All that remains is cultivation. Take a moment and ask yourself, which of these traits do I already demonstrate that reflect a wealthy mindset? Which habits or thoughts patterns must I unlearn to grow into my next season? How can I turn my natural gifts into disciplined skills that serve God's purpose? If this video has resonated with you, declare in the comments below, "I'm planting my seed," or "I'm cultivating my soil." Remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with other people who need to hear this. Let's build together wealthy mindsets worldwide. I pray, God, that you start cultivating your soil and planting the seed that He put in you. Be blessed and stay blessed. God loves you.